How did the 14th Amendment impact federalism? Have you ever wondered how a single amendment could change the relationship between state and federal governments? The 14th Amendment, ratified in 1868, did just that, especially in the context of federalism. Let's break it down. Before this amendment, the Constitution mainly limited the federal government from infringing on individual rights. States had a lot of power and could create laws without much federal oversight. The 14th Amendment shifted this balance by applying protections directly to state actions. The first section of the amendment guarantees citizenship to everyone born or naturalized in the United States. It also prohibits states from denying any person due process or equal protection under the law. This meant that states could no longer create laws that violated these rights. The federal government became a protector of individual rights against state abuses. This change was particularly important after the Civil War. Southern states had enacted laws that oppressed newly freed African Americans. The 14th Amendment allowed the federal government to step in when states failed to protect these rights. It gave Congress the authority to enforce these protections, which meant that federal intervention was now possible when states acted unjustly. Even with this expansion of federal power, the amendment was crafted to maintain a balance between state and federal authority. The drafters wanted to ensure that federal intervention would only occur when states systematically failed to uphold rights. So, while it imposed limits on state sovereignty, it did not eliminate it entirely. In practical terms, the 14th Amendment laid the groundwork for future civil rights advancements. It enabled federal courts and Congress to challenge discriminatory state laws. This marked a significant turning point in how states and the federal government interacted. Federalism transformed from a system where states had almost complete control over individual rights to one where the federal government could act as a guardian of those rights nationwide. The long-term effects of the Civil War and the 14th Amendment reshaped federalism in America. It extended constitutional protections to restrict state governments, empowered Congress to enforce civil rights, and shifted the balance of power toward a more active federal role. This amendment aimed to unify the nation under a common standard of rights protection, ensuring that all citizens, regardless of where they lived, had access to the same fundamental rights.